everyone, and welcome to another Robcast, Revenge of the Nerd podcast, movie edition. Hey guys, it is Rob Cicetto, your guru of gore, inventor of zombie portraits, and lover of all things pop culture. I'm back with another movie review, and this time it is of the controversial Skinamarink movie with a $15,000 budget, and that's Canadian money, so like, you know, $50 American. Yes, it's what it costs to create this movie. Guys, you know what? I loathe to crap on micro budget movies and things of this ilk, but I watched this movie last night with some friends, which did not influence my, enjoyment and or not enjoyment of this movie. I understood what they were going for here, but it was an absolute, and I'm sure you'll hear this from other reviewers, an absolute lesson in tedium. It was a very arduous film to watch for many reasons. The production obviously was incredibly low budget. It was very difficult to see what was literally happening. And not because of any technical difficulties or anything like that. That's the way it was made. This movie was made by Kyle Edward Ball, I guess an individual from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, my home. My home residency in Canada. I'm a Canadian, if you didn't know, but he's far out west. Regardless, like I said, this movie was done on a $15,000 budget. The official synopsis for this is two children wake up in the middle of the night to find that their father is missing and all the doors and windows are gone. That is a very, very strange synopsis for this movie. There's things going on here. Maybe an evil entity in the home. You don't know if the evil entity is one of the children, the mother, the father, a separate thing, something possessing one of them. There's something going on here. You don't know. It's very unclear. And speaking of unclear, the movie is very difficult to watch. I don't know what audience this movie was like kind of made for. It was kind of baffling. There's no gore. It's it doesn't appeal to the sort of A24 crowd of horror people like the Witch and the Lighthouse and Midsommar and or Midsummer, whatever, however you want to pronounce that, or other movies of that ilk. It doesn't appeal to the sort of Terrifier, slasher crowd. And I'm not saying it needs to have a specific crowd. It could be a total thing on its own. But I just I heard some people saying like, I couldn't even watch the trailer because it looks so scary. And I'm thinking, I wonder what those people, are thinking this movie is, because that would be interesting. I'd like to see what, how they thought, what they thought of the movie if they went to actually go see it. I and others, I could tell in the cinema we saw it at, which was the Sudbury Indie Cinema, by the way. Just a shout out to them. They always, put on a great show, and they're always just fantastic people to talk to and to see again and discuss things about movies and stuff as well. They're huge movie fans, and especially horror movies too. So very fortunate to talk to them and other theater goers who frequent these horror movies at the Sudbury Indie Cinema. Anyway, getting back to the movie, it's 100 minutes long, and honestly, and you know what? I don't want to be that guy, but it seemed like it was many hours, and a lot of it is due to like an absolutely dead tone. There's very few ups and downs. It is just multiple tedious shots. Virtually no camera movement whatsoever. Very dark, extremely grainy. They're trying to get that sort of old VHS tape look. One of the weird things, and you know what, this is just me, because I'm a weirdo. I like there's some stuff going on in there. This movie, takes place in 1995. And it features a lot of shots where you see a lot of Lego. And I know that a lot of the Lego that you see in the shots didn't exist in 1995. You know what? I was there, man. The camera that I'm using right now is propped up on 2 boxes of Lego. I know my Lego, man. So I'm sure the Lego that I saw in those shots did not come from 1995, and that kind of took me out of it. Like when I saw, I think, Unbreakable or whatever for the first time, and they showed all these comic books, and they weren't real comic books. I was like, no, what planet is this movie taking place on? I don't like that. So there's little things like that. But for the majority of moviegoers who are expecting a horror movie, I'm just going to come right out and say it. There's no gore in this. If you're expecting that, forget it. The jump scares are mostly sound stings, music stings. There's very little to sort of attach your horror sensibilities to in this. Now, having said that, is it going to be one of these movies that develop a cult following in 10 years or 5, 6, 7 years? Maybe, yeah, I could see that. It seems like one of those movies that, well, you can't say you hate it because then you're gonna sound dumb because you didn't get it. And it's like, yeah, you know what? I knew it was. I got it. I get what this movie is. I get movies, man. I've seen a trillion movies. I know the beats. I know the intent of most filmmakers and what they want, what the message they want to project and everything. I get that stuff, man. You don't have to, you don't have to, love something because you don't understand it, or say you love it because you don't want to look stupid. Like I didn't like Everything Everywhere All at Once, for example. I just didn't like it, and I'm not going to go into reviewing that movie right now, but I didn't like it, and I'm okay with saying that because it's my personal feeling about it. I really did not enjoy this. This movie was not entertaining at all. If you're gonna go into this thinking you're gonna be entertained, you won't be, and you can't be because of the way it was done. To me, this one is so hard to review because really what I think it boils down to is your personal tolerance for a movie like this, your personal feelings towards a movie like this, how it resonates with you. And trust me, when I watched this, I really tried to channel my childhood and hopefully have it resonate in that way, and I just couldn't do it. There was nothing to connect me. There was no connecting tissue to have me, embrace this film in any way. And I really did try, as I always do. I don't like to not like things. I love to enjoy things. So I really tried to give this movie the benefit of the doubt for me, and it just didn't work. And I apologize to the filmmakers for having that opinion, to having that sort of rather negative experience from this. But and how it got distributed, I have no idea how a movie like this would have got distributed. It really, I can't understand what audience this would appeal to. But again, stranger things have happened, right? So go into this movie, with an open mind. I would suggest. I think at least experience it. Like other movies I have, like I reviewed Hanger a while back. I didn't like that movie because it was so like utterly disgusting. But I'm glad it exists. It exists. I am actually glad this movie exists. I'm glad Skinamarink exists because it's just another way to portray these feelings, these this kind of horror genre. I guess it's another sub genre in the horror pantheon of type movies. We'll see how it does. We'll see how people resonate, how it resonates with people, and how it ultimately does. But for me, I did not like it. I won't watch it again. I won't buy it. One watch was more than enough. And that's my honest opinion. Observe and report. That's all I do here. So having watched it, I could honestly say I wasn't a fan. Here is the original art that I did for the movie poster for the indie cinema to advertise the movies. Actually, it's playing again tonight too. So I went to see it last night with friends, and we got out of it what we did. But you'll be able to see this art on my Patreon page, my Zombie Daily Patreon page, as you will this video. Check out that page. I'll leave the link in the description below. Guys, if you like this review, please give me a thumbs up. I watch movies like this so you don't have to. But if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. Help the channel grow. It seems like I'm stuck at like 307 subscribers, man. Like help me, ascend into a loftier, higher position in there. If you find these videos entertaining in the least, or even educational, or even a subtle warning. So, guys, until next time, I will bid you adieu. Thank you so much for watching. Best wishes and love in the future. Bye for now.